Hey Stampers!
Hello!
It's Lisa Marie
And Rebecca.
with Spontaneous Sunday Stamping.
If you see the little red rectangle up in the top left-hand corner, that means we're live. If it's not there, then you're watching the replay. You just pulled up a scary picture on your phone.
I know, that was a scary picture, wasn't it? She had a face mask on.
Oh, that was a little much. But anyway, so if you're hopping on, tell us hello, share with your friends. It makes it easier for everybody to find us. Let's see.
We're going to do some sharing.
I'm trying to get my end to work a little bit too. Chrissy, if you've popped on yet, I brought
I reminded
the
her.
snowflakes. I remembered and then I forgot, and then Mom called me. And
Is that the
she
scary
reminded
picture?
me. Yeah. Why'd you show it to me again? Hey,
Because I'm
Chrissy.
trying to make this work and it's not working.
It's not working?
Okay.
Oh, look, I just got notified that I'm live.
I did too. There, now I can see
It never
it.
tells me that I'm live.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was talking.
No, it was me.
I know. That was creepy.
Hi, Laura. Who else popped on? And Ingrid. And Ginger. And Jennifer. And Melissa's here.
Hello.
Linda and
friends.
Glenda.
Oh my goodness, everybody's here. We're going to play. Look what we're going to play with.
We're going to play with the snowflakes.
I just want a couple with that paper, like cut out.
I didn't bring the paper, so did you have your
That paper. The
one?
glimmer paper,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Look at it, won't open.
Isn't this pretty? This is the, what is it? It's balmy blue, right?
It is balmy blue glimmer.
It's balmy blue glimmer. And it's super pretty. You know what we don't have? We don't have that other light up here. That's why I can't see.
Oh, it is kind of dark.
I think I need new glasses.
Oh, well. We all know that I do.
I think I really do need new glasses. Everything keeps going blurry randomly, and I have to get like super close to things. That is so much better.
You probably blinded them.
We had all the glitter. Now you really can see the glitter. And then we're going to play with the slimline cards. Have you guys been watching all these other crazy stampers that do gorgeous things, and they make it look so effortless, and they're doing all these cute, like, skinny cards. What envelopes do they use? Are they making their own
They're probably
envelopes?
making an envelope just independently because, you know,
They're just that crafty.
they're that
I don't have that much patience. But anyway.
Sure you do.
So this is, we cut this at, I already forgot.
You've already forgot?
7?
Look at, I'm just gonna cut one and
You
show
cut
them
it.
because
You just do
I
that.
think. Let me grab a piece. Hang on. I'm gonna grab some cherry cobbler.
Look at this embossing folder. Isn't it pretty? I really thought they were bigger in the catalog, and I'm kind of happy that they're small snowflakes on this
Which
embossing
one?
folder.
Oh,
They're
yes.
small. I really thought they were bigger, and so I was worried.
Why won't this close? I
But it's
can't
very
make anything
subtle.
work tonight in my technology.
What are you trying to do?
Make that go away. Oh my gosh, here's my finger.
Just swipe it away, Mom.
Okay.
I'm glad you're playing with this set. I want to love it, but my brain keeps thinking snowflakes are too pokey.
Who says that?
And Laura, I got one in the mail in a long white business envelope called resume envelope, I think. Oh, Chrissy, you're so smart. You know everything.
She does.
So it's not letting me see the comments
I
on
know,
my
me
computer.
either.
Oh wait, maybe that's it. Haha.
Ah, that's what I was thinking. Ah.
I think
may
I
have
got
found
it.
Let's try it this way and see if I can see it. Oh, yeah, it's acting all weird. So if we don't answer you, someone text. All
Those
right.
will pop up on my iPad and I can answer
Yeah,
those.
exactly. So here we go. Are we on camera? Sort of. All right. So you take your piece of paper. You know it's already 8.5 by 11. So I want it to be 8.5 by 7. Oh, look, you piled stuff
Really
there.
messed up.
So we're gonna pull out the little swing arm, and we're gonna cut it at 7. And then we're gonna get rid of that dude because he's the cutting blade, and we don't want to make a mistake.
Good idea.
And then we're gonna score it right here on the 7-inch side at 3.5. And now, look at how cute that is.
Super cute.
It's free cat hair.
That's free.
Free cat hair. So you could run it this way. You can run it
It would
this
make a
way.
good gift certificate holder.
Absolutely. This is kind of what I do for gift certificates. Is I usually make something like this. I just measure it around whatever my
Makes sense.
gift certificate size is. But then you would just do your layers. And so, like then, so this was. Oh, I'm gonna say it right. Let me measure again.
8.5
Was it
by
8.5
3.5
by 3.5?
I did math in my head.
Nice. So if we just wanted one layer, because that one I can do, it's going to be 3.25 by
Uh-huh.
8.25.
Uh-huh.
but I wanted a little baby layer under that.
So you did some eighths?
Yeah, I did.
Little lines.
I did 3 1/8, I think. I don't know. Let me look. I have to look over here. I did it here. No, it's not an 1/8 because you got to go bigger. It's bigger than this. Who's
it's
smaller.
bigger than that one.
So it's 5/8.
But it was still an
3
8.
5/8.
It was still
yeah.
an 8.
Oh my gosh, that makes my head hurt. I'm done doing math now. No more. No more math.
Alright, so I have in my head.
Why did you have this? My phone was like all crooked. You were
That's
using
where
it.
that's where you did it.
That's where I did
And so
it.
I left it because
Gotcha.
yours zooms in differently than mine because
does.
it's a newer phone.
Do you see my glycerin anywhere? I think it's up there. Is that glycerin?
Glycerin.
It is. Nice. Alright.
I'm gonna play with the dies.
Where's that? I need to grab.
So this guy, he doesn't actually cut out this big snowflake. He cuts out the negative space. So I'm gonna play with him because he made my brain hurt the most, and so I feel like we need to do something with him.
Seaside spray.
It's backwards from what I wanted to do.
What color should we use?
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna
Night
do a
and navy.
background and seaside spray and one
Uh-oh.
more color. It's just the house.
Don't they
phone.
know that we are doing
Maybe some
spontaneous
purple,
Sunday?
some Highland.
Yes,
What if we get rid of the navy though, because it's so dark?
but I like navy.
I like navy too, but it goes on really dark.
Well, what about what's the new one?
Misty.
Moonlight.
But that's gonna be. I have navy already laid out
We'll
for
get
my.
rid of navy.
But I already cut it.
Well, you can cut another piece of
I
paper.
don't want to cut another piece of paper.
Which one, guys? Misty Moonlight or Night of Navy? Do you like A or B?
It's
A
like being at the eye doctor.
or B? Which one do we like? And you're gonna have to tell me the color because I've already forgotten what letter I gave those.
While you think about which blue, I'm going to start with the light color. And so I have some vegetable glycerin in my bottle. I just ordered it off of Amazon. Oh, like, let me put some ink there first.
Ingrid says Night of Navy. Chrissy says B. What one was B, Chrissy?
I'm taking my seaside spray and I'm just going to squish some ink here.
Navy. They like the navy.
Okay.
That's 3 votes navy.
3 votes navy. And then I'm going to stick some Highland Heather over in the other corner. Ah. And I didn't practice this, so I'm just going with it, okay? And I'm going to take some glycerin and put it over here in that. Well, I'll probably do more than that. Over in that corner. And let's see how dirty this. Oh, he's not. So I'm going to grab some ink, grab some glycerin, and I'm going to sponge. And do you want to know why I'm using glycerin?
Why are you using glycerin?
Well, thank you, Rebecca. Because it makes it go on smoother.
Ooh.
I know. And that does not prove that. That is a dirty sponge. Hang on a second. Look at, he's dirty and I'm not near a sink, so I'm just going to cut it off. And we're flipping him over because I didn't like the way that looked. Do you have the seaside spray refill over there?
If you put it away in the right
He's
spot.
all the way to the right. Yeah, because I'm just not getting enough ink. There he is.
Cinnamon cider is in the wrong spot, and I
I
did not
think you
do
did it.
I have not used
I'm
cinnamon
pretty sure
cider.
you did it. I'm going to use re-inker.
Where's the little pokey doodad?
Which one?
This one.
This is my dirty side, remember? So I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to put some blue in here. I'm still not getting enough blue. Alright. I said I didn't practice, remember?
It's supposed to be spontaneous.
It is very spontaneous tonight. I had a small idea. And then I'm just kind of going to see what's going to happen. Alright. So there it is. You can see it. It got a little squishy down here, but I ran out of glycerin. How about some Highland Heather refill? Oh, he's not there. He belongs right there. Sugar Plum Fairies. Oh, he's in the grape. That's why. Let's give him a little so he's got a little extra juice. Can't see how it looks from here. You will in a minute. And remember, you guys, I can't see either. I can't see. So I'm doing my best. I gotta wait for Becca to look at comments. What were you doing?
It was broken into a basket.
So now I'm grabbing some Highland Heather. Meow. Oops. I really cannot wait for my glasses, you guys.
Do you have new ones coming in?
I ordered them, yes.
When are they supposed to be here?
Oh my gosh, it takes forever. It takes like 2 weeks. And it's only been a week.
Oh.
And I don't even care that that little blotch is there. I'm good with it. You guys know I don't care about that kind of stuff.
Character.
It's character. It's an opportunity for embellishment.
Texture.
Texture. I'm turning it around so I can do this blue and clean him up a little bit. I will add some darker blue here in just a second. See how pretty that is?
Ingrid says, cool technique. Is this on regular Whisper White cardstock?
Regular Whisper White, and I used Highland Heather and Seaside Spray, and I had a request this week for us to try to remember to tell them what colors we're using.
Okay.
Because they go back, some people like to go back and duplicate what we're doing.
Makes
I've been
sense.
told, and they don't know what we used because we're so fast.
Ah.
So I'm going to add some Night of Navy, I think. Oh, do I want him
need some
here?
scruffy
Hey,
paper. What,
do I want him
what?
here or do I want some Night of Navy here?
Night of Navy?
Yeah,
I
just
feel
a
like
little
he
bit.
needs to be over there so that it's like a gradient and go over that area a little bit.
Okay.
I thought you were putting that right on the cardstock and I was
No.
going to be like, no, don't do that.
Well, you didn't say anything. You're just going to let me do
I
it?
was like, what is she doing?
She's lost her ever-loving mind.
No, the week we had
We did have a rough
Not
weekend.
a big stretch. Where is the
What do you
scrap
need?
paper that I can never locate?
Why can't you ever find it?
Because it's never in the same place.
It was down here.
Yeah, that's what you say every week.
Look, it's right here. There's a whole pile of it.
Thank you.
You're
There's
welcome.
always magically a pile of it
All
somewhere.
right. Let's fix mine. Got a little purple because it was on my fingers. So let's grab some Night of Navy. I'm hoping it's not going to be too dark.
Because she's kind of hogging the whole
I
space.
am, but I'm gonna use
hey,
your-
hey. I needed that. I would have left it big if I knew you needed it.
I just needed that little bit.
Ugh. So this is what this die does. He pokes out, he doesn't cut out the snowflake, he just makes that negative space, and I missed one of those little doodads.
The doodad.
Yeah, one of the little center guys. Oh, I missed two. Now that I'm in the light, I can see it.
Well,
Three.
and I keep getting this horrible shadow. Horrible. Like, it's really hard to see where I'm at. We have really got to work on lighting.
Lisa Marie's looks similar to the DSP pattern. It kind of does.
Oh,
Yeah, that pack of paper.
I haven't even played with that pack of paper yet.
It's really pretty though.
It did come out pretty.
Alright, let's stamp some snowflakes.
Got a few little wonky spots in there, but I'm just going to embrace them.
Yeah, just go with it. I'm gonna throw some little baby snowflakes in here.
Ta-da! Isn't that pretty?
Oh, may your seasons sparkle. That's cute.
Wow, look at my fingers.
That's great.
I'm going to just grab a baby wipe, though, because I'm going to wipe off those blocks so Becca doesn't pick them up.
I saw that one. Iwazaki.
I'm going to get rid of that. Wipes right off.
I think I'm gonna do Night of Navy.
Wah, all better. And then I'll even wipe off right here. Oh, wiggle, wiggle. Sorry. I hope today was much better, yes. And so, since I consider you all friends, I'm happy to tell you what happened. My child was in a really good
This
mood
is
yesterday.
really making me nervous because that is wet.
It was wet. I'm sorry. That was very inconsiderate. She was having a really good day yesterday, wasn't she?
She what? Well, I don't know. I
Well,
didn't see her that
that's right.
morning.
You were sleeping. Do you see the heat tool while I'm chatting? I
It's
just
usually
saw
up
it.
in there.
I just saw it. Wait, I saw a cord. But that's it.
Wait, there's one right there. I see it. I see it. I
Where?
see it. Straight across.
Good job. Anyway, she was having a good day. She took some trash out because, she was collecting trash. And then she was like, oh, I want to take out the bathroom trash too. Is that okay? And I was like, absolutely.
I'm using Balmy Blue.
Balmy Blue. Where did you stamp first, Night of Navy?
Yes.
And we were sitting there waiting and she didn't come back. So, we always give her the benefit of the doubt, because there's a cat next door she likes to play with and stuff. She didn't come back. It was less than 3-4 minutes, okay?
Well, I'm gonna have to do a bug off.
Went running off. Shut up. Went running out to see where she was, and she had thrown the trash away, but she was gone. Fast forward, because we found her. She did not run away. That is what the doctor's telling me. He thinks she had a small seizure when she went outside, probably from the stress of, you know, her being sick and stuff, and she just got confused because she said she tried to find her way home, and those search and rescue dogs and the canine dogs, they were like zigzagging, weren't they?
It was ridiculous.
I mean, and because they followed ground disturbances first, and they were just like zig, 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 zig all over the place. And then the little beagles came, and normally they just like pick up her scent and they just run. They go straight to her. And this time they were like just all over the place. And we've come to find out after talking to her, she was all over the place. She was in people's backyards. She was barefoot, hunched over because that's how she walks, looking distraught, walking through people's front yards on a Saturday morning, and nobody noticed.
Nobody noticed.
Everybody's
Or
out
they
cutting
did
their
notice,
grass.
they didn't say
ignored
anything.
it. And she was in people's backyards. And she went up to people's front doors. And nobody, and so she ended up wandering into the woods behind some houses. She didn't like go deep into the woods this time.
No.
She was lost. And so that is what happened. She was truly lost. Sliding in. Let's see what snowflakes are we going to use.
So while she was talking, I used some Highland Heather and some Balmy Blue to add in some snowflakes. And now I'm going to stick some Balmy Blue glitter paper behind my big snowflakes so that we have some glitter.
Oh, these are going to be so
But I need
pretty.
some adhesive.
What kind of adhesive do you want?
I don't care.
Do you want a liquidy guy?
I think so.
Or do you want, I
This
don't
is
know if
good.
he's got anything in it.
It feels like he has something in
I
it.
know, but it's a crapshoot.
I got some.
It's a crapshoot. I'm using some Versamark. And I'm going to stamp this big guy. My Versamark is always ugly, so don't mind him. Oh, I got to plug this in first. Who can I unplug? How much battery do we have? I think we're okay. Oof. I'm going to use that. We got embossing powder. So I'm going to stamp my snowflake. I'm going to do a couple. And I know you can't see them right now, but you will. So don't worry. It's not big enough?
By like this much.
Where? Oh, that's rude.
That's very rude.
I think I'm going to grab this last one.
It's not a perfect square, so maybe if I just keep churning it, I'll find the spot. No, I'm not gonna find the spot.
Hey, can I use your scrappy paper?
Are you gonna get it all yucky?
I am, but on the other side.
Can I cut this one in half too?
Yes, you're already going to get into my stuff and use it all, so you might as well. So now I'm sprinkling embossing powder. And I'm doing it over some scrap paper, making sure that I get everybody. I really should have grabbed a dryer sheet, and I didn't think about it. But I'm kind of going to be okay with it, I think. Because we live in Florida and everything is so moist, and I used glycerin, my paper was pretty wet, I should have dried it. But I'm just going to be okay. So I'm just using a little paintbrush. I think this one, oh, he's not a Stampin' Up! One. I used to have one. I'm going to set him aside and clean this up before Becca has a heart attack.
I'm not a tyrant.
No, I just know that it'll freak you out. Want to hand me a baby wipe before you set your stuff there? And I'll clean that up. Thank you, my dear.
Chrissy says she's very glad she was found safe and is okay.
Thank you very much. We are too. It was very, very scary.
It was, because when the dog was tracking, he was like on a solid
Like, woo, woo,
trail,
woo, woo.
and then he just stopped.
It was
Yeah,
two dogs.
yeah,
They just came to a dead end at PJ Adams, which if you don't live
It's a
here, that's
main road.
a busy road. And she would totally get in the car with a stranger, totally. And so all of a sudden, everybody, all these police officers climbed onto an SUV, like literally 6 officers hanging from an SUV on the sides.
It was kind of cool.
And,
Except the circumstances.
And they changed positions, so they went like a mile away, and so we followed them, and I ran over to talk to the dog handler, who we've dealt with before, and I'm like, why are we moving? What are we doing? And he's like, and he had tears in his eyes, and he's like, ma'am, I can't talk. I can't talk about it. You have to talk to the boss. So I'm like, okay. And so I went over to talk to the sergeant or whatever he was, and he's like, so yeah, they lost her on PJ. We're not sure. Do you think she would get in the car with anybody? We need you to go back to the house. And so we went back to the house, and they sent an actual detective and handed me forms I've never filled out before, asking about DNA and just scary questions, because now they're thinking they have a true missing person that, like, you know, an abduction, that somebody took her. But yeah, so we're sitting there, and it didn't last very long because the detective was just starting to ask a few questions, and I think that was his boss that was there. Maybe.
I think so, yeah.
Somebody's boss, a big, you know, an important person was standing there, and he was like, hold on a second. He got on the radio, and he's like, they just found her. And she was behind someone's house, who had a gate facing the woods.
You're getting everything hot.
I know, I'm sorry. And she was, you know, passed out back there. She said she got tired. She couldn't find us, so she just surrendered, I guess. But she checked out at the hospital, and she's fine. And it was just a long 7 hours, that whole day, you know, from start to finish kind of thing. Had big plans for yesterday, and they did not happen.
I might need to turn the air conditioning back up.
I'm making you hot. So
You keep pointing it right at me.
So when this all happened, you know, we live near the dispatch place where they send out all the cars, and so I called Rebecca because she lives a few blocks away, and I was like, hey, your sister got out.
I was like, oh man, I just heard that siren. It was going past my house.
Like, you know, when you hear sirens, you're supposed to check with us.
It was like 3 seconds, not even like your whole 3 seconds. Like,
really?
It was like it went by and you called, and I'm like, crap. Like, usually she doesn't call me that close to the sirens. That's too much of a coincidence there.
So, like, she wasn't, like, mad or trying to technically run away. They think she just got confused because she, you know, it's called post-ictal, right? Isn't that how you say it? After a seizure? I think it's post-ictal. I think it's ictal. It's not lictal.
That doesn't sound right.
And anyway, it's the state after the seizure, and you can be
rhinestones?
very confused. Yes. And she was. And so she got lost. Did you cut me out a snowflake?
Did you ask for a snowflake?
I did.
I don't remember that.
That's
Is this
okay.
the only size rhinestone you have? They're going to be ginormous on my snowflakes.
Well, hang on a second. There's a bucket of stuff right here behind my feet.
They actually work really well.
I was kind of thinking they would, but what do I know? What do I know? All right. Well, I might have to change.
I mean, I would
That's
like it a
pretty.
little bit smaller, I think. But that'll
See
work
what's behind us in the little container.
for these guys.
Look at how pretty that is.
gorgeous. Bucket behind you.
That little box, yeah. Is that the retired stuff or the new stuff?
This is actually looking like retired stuff.
Then there's another one in that bucket right there. Do you see a pattern?
Yeah. Buckets.
Buckets.
Over there. I'm going to have to turn this thing back up. Seriously, you like heat
I made you
the
hot.
whole
I'm
room.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Did you see? There it is. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus because that one I like the best. It's my, oops, I went right off the edge. It's my favorite.
Laura, you brought us coffee. That was
Oh my
perfect.
gosh. I had people calling and checking on us, you know, and my sweet friend Sarah, you guys see her on her every Sunday. She lives a ways from me. And she was like, let me bring you something. What do you need? I'm like, seriously, right now. You know, because at that point we really didn't know anything, and we really just thought she was just plain old being a stinkerhead. But she wasn't. And anybody that doesn't know it already, that's on, you might, I don't know who all's on here, but she does have autism, and so she just gets lost. And yes, we have locks on the doors, and I seriously had a social worker here today because somebody on Facebook reported us as bad parents.
Yeah.
Shame on them. And she told us we should put a leash on her. Seriously, social worker, that's what she said.
That makes zero sense. Like, that sounds
She's
like
18.
that sounds like one that's inhumane and just taking away her respect and self-dignity.
Mhm.
But also, she's gonna rip her shoulder out. Because if
Yeah.
she's truly running away
Like if she's mad or even confused.
or even confused, that's not safe for either one of you.
Oh,
Thank you, Laura. She says both of those are super pretty. I love them even though they're pokey snowflakes. They're rounded snowflakes. They're
How
round.
did you fix your problem?
What
Did
problem?
you remember it was too short? Did you cut another one?
Yeah, you told me I
okay.
could.
I know, I wasn't really listening.
I know, I was going with that.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. It's a
I
big
didn't know.
It's a big set.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know we had all these choices. Oh, this is, our friendship is one of a kind. What's in the die set?
Laura, there was so much to tell you. It was hard.
Oh, she didn't know all that.
She
Nobody
didn't-
knew.
No, we weren't like broadcasting all of that. But yeah.
Because I was terrified.
Yeah.
Dies.
And
so I can see what they are.
Ingrid said she would report that social worker. What did you just ask me?
Dies. That social worker, not only did she do that, but she was going through the list of doctors and stuff. You know, she shows up at my door and she's like, because she's with, what is it called? Adult services, because Alyssa's 18. She's like, I'm here to speak with Alyssa. I'm like, seriously? Alyssa functions at the age of 5. But okay, come on in. Alyssa gave her ridiculous answers. Ridiculous. Frightening answers.
They weren't frightening enough. They didn't take her away. So
Take her.
I mean, they set the bar pretty low there.
I wasn't to use him, but he's too big. Okay.
It's really big.
But anyway, she says she asked Alyssa to leave the room so that we could talk about doctor stuff. And she's like, oh, this doctor right here, I don't want to say his name because I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, on a personal note, and just so you know, this is personal, but he is a terrible, terrible doctor. He ruined my brother's life, and you should really consider getting a new doctor. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you have a great
Didn't really
Sunday.
ask for your opinion.
You have a great Sunday, and I'm trying to behave because, you know, the
Kind of-
authorities are...
I mean, they're kind of writing a report on you, so.
I need something to stamp the words on, or do I just... Maybe I'll just stamp them in Knight of Navy right on
Yeah,
there.
just stamp it into Knight of Navy.
I think I will.
Jane says that social worker is so uneducated. I'm being kind. Holy crap, that is so unprofessional. Yes, Laura, yes it was. Because that wasn't the only, she had said something else where she like stuck her nose in
Yes.
and was giving her personal preference on things. It's like, ma'am, you're not here for that job.
It was terrible. So that happened. We got that call yesterday after we got home from the hospital saying that, oh, I put that on crooked. Sugar plum fairies.
Yeah, you did. I just saw that.
Oh, look it. I think I can fix it. Don't look. I'll be right
Ingrid
back.
says they're not supposed to give their personal opinions. Seriously, report her.
Yeah. So,
Don't copy me.
don't copy me. Don't sigh like I sigh.
Well, I learned from the best.
Yeah, you did. Okay, it's gonna be character. We're going with
It's
it.
gonna be.
Don't look.
It's okay. It's just a shadow.
All right, we're gonna see if we can get this on here. Oh, it's gonna be close.
I
Because
feel
if
like he
I hit
needs
it,
a little more ink.
okay. So that happened.
That looks better.
Maybe I should go this way. And make my car. Oh, you did yours that way, so I don't
You
want
could
to
do
mine
yours that way.
The F is looking a little naked. All right, let's hope that I don't get this on the snowflakes. If I was
1, 2,
using my
3,
Stamparatus, I wouldn't even have to. Oh, look at that. It's actually not so bad. I can live with it because I'm going to wrap some ribbon on it too.
There you go.
So we got the call that we got reported,
Mhm.
and of course they can't tell you, which
No,
I
is
totally
it is a
get.
security thing, and I do appreciate that.
seriously,
past. I
but
mean,
seriously,
I know.
we need a pretty ribbon. Is this ribbon current?
Look, it has a number 2 on there to tell you there's 2.
Oh, look at that. Show them.
Look, there's a
this
2.
current?
Yeah, I wouldn't want my hip to get
Is
smushed.
that current?
Maybe. Yes.
Hey, is that ribbon current?
I think so.
I
They
think
brought it
is.
back.
I think so too.
I can Google it in a second. But it has a number 2 in the bottom hand corner.
And then where's the other one?
Where's the other one?
Right here. He's got a 1.
He has a 1. Look, so you know that there's
Very
2.
much.
I just noticed that. I love when they do clever little things like that. What color is that? The
Seaside spray. Aw, thank you, Brenda Wildy. You guys are so sweet. Thank you.
Spray.
Well, let me tell you what else happened because it gets better.
It
Because
gets
you know
better.
we.
It's this metallic ribbon, right?
It's this one, yeah.
It's current.
I think I'm gonna do it with this guy though, because I like this guy, and I know you don't love him, but
Good.
this one,
I like him with things. I don't like him by
I'm gonna
himself.
try them together. So I started getting Facebook messages from people that I kind of know, but I'm not like best friends with. It's not like you guys. And sticking their nose in my
They're just
business.
those Facebook stalkers. We all have them. It's the people who like sit silently
Oh
on your
my
profile
gosh.
and they're just stalking and like looking for things to
To
talk
be
about.
wrong.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie, have you and your family ever considered, like in all caps, putting an alarm on your house to protect this child? Lisa Marie, have you ever considered putting a GPS tracker on your child? Because this is very irresponsible. And then the best one was somebody called my house on my cell phone from a number from in another town, and they hung up. And so I was like, oh, whatever, wrong number. And then they texted me the same number. She wants to know, what did she say?
What's her last name?
What's Alyssa's last name? How is she? And I'm like, who is this? Because I just thought it was a concerned person at first. She's like, I'm about to call 911 on you, and I'm going to report you. And she's just going, I'm like, who are you? So I called her number, got her name, Stacy. and then she sent me a picture of a post, and I'm like, wackadoodle, what is wrong? I'm like, if you want to talk to me, call me. And so she's not calling me. She keeps texting me saying she's going to report me, and I don't know for what. I guess breathing. And so I was like, I'm blocking you now. Bye-bye.
Jane says, too many people have keyboard courage. I agree with that. She didn't have the nerve to talk to her on the phone, but she could text up a storm.
Well, I face stalked her to find out who she belongs to.
So if you guys are still friends with us today, you made the cut. Congratulations. You are important people.
I did some adjusting on my Facebook page today. If you feel like you've been removed or hidden accidentally, feel free to reach out.
Chances are, if you're seeing this, though, you should be good.
Exactly.
Agree, Chrissy. She says social media is a good and bad thing for sure.
I will never use it again. I told the police, I'm like, yep, nope, not doing it.
Nope.
They ask us to do it.
Yeah.
To try to get help, because the more eyes, the better.
Laura says, oh my lord, I'm so glad you didn't tell me all these things because I would have been yell texting at that Facebook snot yesterday. Laura, I just couldn't. I'm like, we were stressed out.
I need some blingity bling.
I'm like, we don't need to stress anybody else out.
Don't we have blue something?
Yeah, we have lots of blue. We have like 10 different shades of blue. What are you
Blue
asking
bling.
for? Yes, they're called blue bling.
Are they out on my table too? I'm gonna use these. What do you think?
No, the pretty blue ones.
Will you go get them?
Where are they?
Look at my face so I can tell you. When you're standing where I was sitting making my paper share, to the left.
To the left. Quite possibly to the right.
Quite possibly to the right, yeah. I actually ended up, I deleted the post because another friend pointed out to me that sometimes those posts people don't read when there's updates, and so it causes mass confusion and they think that the person's still missing, and no matter how many times you update and say thank you and all that, they still just don't read. So I deleted it and I just put a thank you that she was found, and that seemed to help a little bit. When I did that, I deleted the people that were writing not so nice things, so I couldn't even go back and be mad at them. I had to let it go, which was probably better. I realized that. But let me just tell you, I was on fire last night. On fire.
Okay, I really wasn't being a snot. These really are called blue adhesive back gems.
Okay, let me see. Wait, no, Brenda, she says, phew, I feel better, I'm here. Oh no, she had gotten cut out. She thought we kicked her out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was delayed, Brenda.
Time to rethink those privacy settings.
I did. I went in and did some changing. Part of it is because I have a business,
Yes.
and because, if this sounds snotty, you just smack me. But
Okay.
because I'm becoming a little bit more
Popular.
seen, visual, I don't know. I've just been noticed a little bit more in the stamping world because of things, and so people want to friend me all the time.
It might have
That
sounded
sounded terrible. I don't know how to say it.
But when you start meeting those career
Yes,
milestones,
the trips
and the trips, then you get to network with more people, and so more
And then-
people want to know what you're doing.
Yes.
To be successful.
And the only way they can get updates and sometimes is to be your friend. It's really crazy the way that Facebook is.
Yes.
And so then you end up just saying yes because I don't want to tell anybody no, you can't, I just don't want to do that.
Did you tell them about the guy with the tire in their driveway?
OMG.
So guys, we had a child missing and we didn't know where she was, and this person was more concerned about the tire track that was left in their driveway.
Yes.
Because we had the whole,
The police department
The
was
police-
going door to door
They
asking
were.
people to look at their video surveillance stuff. And
we don't have to show you that.
We don't have to show you that, and I'm not showing you because you left a tire track in my driveway or my yard. And another one who owns a business in town, and anyone who wants to know who they are, I'll be happy to tell you in private, because they will not get my business. We called them because they have the perfect.
Later on,
nope, they lost.
They weren't.
They lost.
Okay. Oh,
they lost.
I tried.
They lost. They're going to get the brunt of all the other mean people that I couldn't keep up with. They own a business. They have a camera that pointed right where we needed to know if Alyssa went that way at the main road. And when we called them, they were too busy at work to leave their work and come check their camera. My son then called a second time and begged them, and they said, nope, sorry.
Well, they said the police were already
Nope,
involved,
sorry.
But
Yep.
yeah.
Isn't that pretty? I'm kind of proud of myself right now.
That's really pretty. Good job.
Thanks. And this is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I didn't even get a sparkle on here because you never cut me one.
I forgot about it.
But it doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it. I'm liking it. Carrie Ann says the bigwigs finally know that you're all that and a baggie of bling like we've known for years.
Laura says your neighbors are not Mr. Rogers worthy.
No, even the social work, the nice social worker. I think that's what she was. That comes.
She's the one who's supposed to keep you calm when you might have bad news.
Yes,
But, I mean,
she's that person.
She's supposed to be that mediator between the police, because they are very...
Like to give me information and,
It's supposed to be more comforting.
if there was bad news, she's going to be there for you, that kind of thing. And, we know her.
Because we've met her a couple of times.
And she was just like, your neighbors are terrible.
I'm like, yeah, we know. Where did we find envelopes for that size? So Chrissy had a great idea. She called them resume envelopes, I think. That's how she received one in the mail, was in a resume envelope.
That you can buy like at Staples or something?
Yeah.
You could totally make one.
Or you could make one. Why don't you show us how to make one, because I know you know how to do it. And she's looking at me like, oh crap.
Okay, let me think for a second.
Like,
I would use...
Do you have some designer series
I
paper?
would use designer
that
series
matches?
paper.
Because it's thin and it's manipulatable.
Manipulatable? Is that a word?
It's
Is
a
that
new
a
word.
word?
It's a word tonight.
Let me see. I would use... It's not going to match because that's out in the other room.
But I wanted to
I don't
match.
have any 12 by 12.
Where did it all go?
I used it all for paper share. All of it. I had to cut it down.
I guess that's close. It kind of looks like
Wet
snow.
I'm kind of thinking it looks like wet snow.
Like somebody was painting in wet snow.
Oh,
It's kind of
let me think for a
weird.
second. I would use my envelope punch board. Give me that out of the
She
drawer.
says the long white envelopes, like the ones legal size letter, are sent in.
Envelope punch board, last drawer. Pretty please. Pretty please. I just want to see the measurements. So if you have one of these guys hanging around still. So what did we say this was? This was like 8.5 by 3.5.
Yes, Laura, these are slimline cards.
Very good, Laura. 3.5. They didn't even put it on here, did they? 3.5, 6.5.
They're
there
like
it is.
all of the rage right
3.5
now.
by 8.5. So I would do probably like a 10 by 10. If I'm gonna do this without an envelope punch board, this is what I would do.
We're hilarious.
And I might work. It might work. Who says that?
Ingrid.
You're lucky that all this didn't happen on Spontaneous Sunday, because you would have gotten like
We would have been
quite the show.
We would have been grouchy yesterday.
So I'm gonna do 10. Oops, get out of there. By 10, I think.
I'm not crabby today.
I haven't said a single word, and you're gonna say the C word on camera when I've been forbidden? Holy cow. So this is totally what I would do.
Envelope punch boards make cute paper bows too. Yes, they do, Laura.
So I would center it. I would find my center, and I would do a little like this, and do a little like this, and that's how I would do
So
it.
you would just eyeball it until
I
you
would,
got
would
it.
seriously eyeball it. I probably could have gone 10.5, but I think he's gonna work. Let me move him over a little bit. Plus I have all that fluff. So you guys see what I'm doing. So just totally eyeballing it. And I'm gonna mark it so that I can cut. Oh, see, I am brilliant. Look at that. I'm gonna pull this guy down. He looks kind of cool like that anyway. And then this guy's gonna come like this. Like that. And you could totally go like that.
Yeah.
Or you could totally go
That's
like
better.
this. I wasn't gonna leave it,
Or you can
princess.
use the little thingy on the punch board and it makes it a little
It won't work.
roundy doodad.
It won't work.
Why?
Because I'm gonna cut this off. It won't be a point anymore, Einstein.
Well, I didn't know you were going to cut
You
that
didn't
off.
like it wrapped.
No, I didn't. I thought you were just going to fold it under. I didn't know you were going to
If I fold it under, you still can't. What am I punching?
Well, I thought you were going to leave it this way, but then I didn't realize how big he was.
He's
'cause
too
it's not gonna
big.
cut off that
He's
much.
too big. So I would go like that. That's how I would do it. You totally stick a label on there, and now you can mail this. You're going to have to take it, though, because of the bulk, and get it, you know. So this was 8.5 long, and so I did it 1.5 inches wider. So at 8.5, I made it 10 by 10, and then all I did was put it in the center on an angle, and just, that's it. That's all I did. And I got a cute envelope. So ta-da!
Da, da, da.
Oh, thanks, Linda. She says, if I ever need to go to court because of all these things, just to let everyone know because I have witnesses. Hi, ladies. Finally, Facebook on my phone had you on, but not on my laptop. That's a good trick.
I can't make Facebook work on anything but my phone. When I'm watching live videos,
it's crazy.
it only works on my phone. It's ridiculous.
So there you go. We got 2, and we didn't even do the same card.
We used the same color palette, though,
We did.
which is fine.
But you did something totally, you used that negative space, and I love that. Bring yours on here so we can see it. It's so
Da-da-da.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I like it.
So do you guys have any requests for next week? Because we tend to do better when you request it now,
Yeah.
and then we have the whole week to gather it.
At least we think we do better.
I don't know. This took 2 weeks, so. Does your mom have the Life is Beautiful stamp with the big tree?
No, I want it though.
Sorry.
Does Chrissy have it?
I think Laura has it. Don't you have it, Laura? Jane says awesome. Ingrid says back to school.
Oh, back to school ideas?
Mm-hmm.
I had one laying here. Want to see it?
Sure, what you got?
It's really cute too. Oh. Hang on.
Okay, Laura does have it. The Life is Beautiful stamp set. Yeah, Laura, if you want to...
Look at
Pass
it.
it
Isn't he
along
cute?
and-
He's a little post-it note holder with the Harvest Hellos.
Oh, we did this last year, didn't we?
I know.
It's super
Cute, right?
We used to have it, the Starburst punch, and then it looks like he ate his way out of the apple.
Yes.
But we have a couple of the Tasteful Labels, has like a Starburst.
I would
doodad.
totally use my
You-
Starburst
And he would
punch.
actually be smaller, too.
True.
This
True.
is a smaller burst.
I like the little bite. That was your idea, wasn't it?
It was my idea.
And that was my idea to stick the worm inside, I think.
No,
Give me
you
give me
were-
something.
Okay, fine.
Just throw me a bone. Did you get? I did not get Menagerie. And let me just tell
It's
you.
got lots of
It's
pieces.
so fussy.
April has that one if we really want to play with it.
And then
We probably could
a
ask to borrow.
A grandkid. I don't have. You mean that set called a grandkid? I don't have that one either.
She doesn't have any grandkids.
Set out a few sets that you haven't used yet, and we can vote. That's a good idea, Jane. Always the problem solver. It's that teacher in her. It is the teacher in her. I don't know if I want to do Christmas yet. I think it's too soon. How about fall? That's what I was looking at. I think 2 might be enough.
2. Do one more.
We'll do 3. I'm looking for a third one. Oh, I like this one too. I've been wanting to play with this one. We haven't played with this one, right?
I've played with them once or twice.
On here?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
just
Well,
once. You can show it. Jane likes that one.
Jane Bickle.
Yeah. She likes
All right, so we got Birds and Branches, Press On, which I didn't think was going to be. I didn't love it at first when I saw
I like
it.
the words in that
But
one.
I love the words.
And I like the cups. Like, I want to color the cups.
And I love that I don't have to punch or dye anything. It's a simple,
Yes.
money-saving stamp set because it's not a bundle.
It's not a
There's
bundle.
nothing that like goes with it that you have to have. And then everything essential has a punch that goes with it.
Laura says she'll always vote for Spooky even though she knows not everyone's a fan.
We know, Laura. And you make I got
She
I
makes
got a
gorgeous
card from
cards.
Laura this week. I got a cord from
A cord?
A
Where are you
cord.
from?
I saw a cord over here, and I blended it all together. I got a card from Laura, and I got a card from Chrissy, and I got a card from Becky Breda, and I got a card from Jane,
Nice.
and I forgot to bring them all in here.
I got some really pretty cards too.
You want to chit chat, and I'll go grab them.
Okay. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Let's see. So, I didn't lock this in. You always had that door lock. You haven't done anything with the birds? The birds are really pretty. Maybe we do need to do something with the birds. There's so many pieces. It does have a lot of pieces, but it does really good standalone as well. Even if you don't use it with the dies. Even if you just use the stamp set. But, birds. Mom says that Chrissy... Mom said she got a card from you, Chrissy. I think, yeah, that's what she said. I got cards from a swap, but I have not sent mine out yet. I was going to send them yesterday, and then everything happened, and they didn't make it to the mailbox in time. So they will go to the mailbox tomorrow. They're done. They've been done. They're ready for the mailbox.
Okay. So I got this one from Sue. That's from the Retired Ladybugs.
Is that
That's
stitched?
a die in the set.
Is it?
Yes. We didn't have it long enough to play with it.
We didn't. Oh, there's
I know.
inside.
Look at...
There's little buggies in there.
Isn't that cute? And look at this one.
Cute.
That's from Chrissy. I don't know the name of the set, but it's got a bow die. Or bow punch, I mean. The bow... Isn't it a punch?
Yeah, it's the bow builder.
The bow builder. And then this one was from Laura. And Jane, I think your card is still in my purse.
It is the gift bow builder punch
Cute.
and the gift wrapped stamp set.
And there's Laura's Halloween. I think I showed this last week, didn't I?
I don't remember.
Because I like the ribbon. It's really...
I just love the ribbon.
It's the ribbon and the iridescent pearls. If you haven't gotten those, look at how gorgeous those are. And that glimmer.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, this one was a take. Carrie Ann inspired this card. She is on my team, and we did a swap, and so one of the girls wanted to know how she did this. So you open this up. It's a cute little card, but right here, this is a bookmark. Look. It slides right off. You still have a cute card, and this goes on the corner to mark your page.
Cute.
Isn't that cute?
I got a really pretty card from Canada this week, too.
You did?
That's the one I sent you. It's the pretty white poinsettia. I'll have to bring them next
Who
week.
do you know in Canada?
I think it's...
I think it's...
No, we
oh.
had met in the, one of the networking video thingies.
Yes.
The Stampin' Up!
Oh,
Did
Stampin' Up!,
recently.
yeah.
And I can't remember which one it was. But the one that we did. But we met in there.
How many votes do you have over there?
I have birds. They all wanted birds.
Well, mine were birds and press on, so maybe we'll do both.
Some birds.
I think we might just do all three, or at least have an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to set them here so that we kind of remember.
So we kind of remember?
Kind of. So there's what we made tonight. And then would you mind sticking that back in the thing?
Of course.
Thanks. You're a pal. Look at how nice we're being to each other tonight.
We've been well behaved today.
There's no crankiness.
Although I don't know who would be cranky.
I don't know who would be cranky because there's never anybody cranky
I don't
here.
know. Never.
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 And
Not me.
Yeah. I have no stress in my life, so it's all good. Do you guys have any questions? Has everybody used their coupons? Don't forget. That got smushed when I made the envelope. Any questions, or, why haven't you used your coupons? Because that's like inquiring minds want to know. Use your coupons, people.
That's $5.
$5 is a pack of dimensionals at the very least.
Laura says we're great. She's got everything turned out okay, and we're having a better week this week.
Okay, it hasn't. It's just started.
That's okay. It's a good start. Today's the first day of the week.
Yes.
I was a little thrown off by that spelling, yes, Laura, because it says work. But I knew what you meant.
Hey, Meg. Oh, I had Peggy. I didn't see you. It's wrong if you two aren't at each other. Oh, so now we're being too nice.
There was a good balance, I think, of bickerment today.
Yeah, because sometimes we get mean.
It was a friendly bickering.
And I mean we poke the bear.
Sometimes she gives me this look, and I'm like, it's a good thing they can't see our faces.
It's a very good thing you can't see our faces sometimes.
Jane used all her coupons.
Good job. And don't forget the new machine next month.
Yes.
You can get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, right? Stampin' Cut,
Cut, and Emboss.
That is a mouthful.
It's lots of words.
The other big shot. I guess we can't call it
the cutting
that.
machine.
I've been calling it the machine.
The machine. There you go.
The machine. I need the machine. But anyway.
All right.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I hope that was fun for everybody.
Yeah, no, that's where I was going too.
Good. So we could have said it together.
Probably.
I don't see any questions. I need a good nickname. Yes, somebody said Mama Boss and Baby Boss because it embosses.
Embosses.
I guess that's what some of the other demos are doing. So, but I'm just not sure that I want that yet. I'm still working on it. I used my coupons to get a huge discount off the new machine. Good job, Carrie Ann. That's awesome. I can't wait till the baby one comes out.
I know,
I'm
I
so
want the
excited. I don't know why I'm so excited about it. It's just, it's so adorable.
I'm intrigued by the idea, the concept.
Yeah, I think so too. And let's see, Carrie Ann, I'm going to mail your paper share tomorrow. Peggy, I'm going to mail your paper share tomorrow for Paper Party Palooza because I'm
Yes.
way behind.
If you ordered Paper Party Palooza from me,
Is
Rebecca,
it ready
it is ready.
for pickup? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, it is ready for pickup. And if you needed it sent to you, then I am mailing tomorrow. I think I only had one
Right.
that I needed to mail this time.
I think Ellen, I'll drop off Ellen's on Tuesday and Sarah's on Tuesday because I'll be in Fort Walton. And, and Melissa, I should be home tomorrow night. Alyssa has a procedure in the morning and then we should be home. So if you want to text me, you can swing by if you'd like. I'm looking forward to the new magnetic plate. Do you know why?
Yes, because they're not going to hop around.
I know.
It's one giant magnet
Instead of a bunch of circles.
circles.
Yeah. It's going to be good. So anyway, Paper Party Palooza is going to be ready for pickup.
That's
or
Thursday.
Mailing. I
So
know.
we probably should do our videos.
I know. I'll get to mine tomorrow night, I think. I told you this whole weekend went.
Well, yeah.
So,
I had big plans for this weekend.
I
and
did
it just
too.
went bloop, gone.
Yep. so anyway.
You need another stimulus check? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, Jane.
I mean, I'm sure we'll pay for it later, but right now it sounds good.
I'm
might have
trying
to
to
drop
see
it
what
off
else
at
I
Chipotle.
can do
Okay.
on the side.
All right, you guys. You have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. I can't see the button.